What in the world is going on with USI Tech? Find out right after this. Hey, what's going on, future Bitcoin millionaires? I hope you're having a wonderful day today, and thank you so much for tuning in to this USI Tech update, where I will try to explain the best way I can what's going on with USI Tech. Of course, I have no knowledge that you don't have or anybody else has, but I'm going to give my take on it, my opinions, my thoughts on what is going on, and maybe you can chime in the comments below as to your thoughts and opinions of what's going on after you've watched this video. So if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you like what I'm doing here, hit that like button. That way you'll be able to get notified every time that I do a new update. All my updates will not revolve around USI Tech. They will be more varied as we go along through our Bitcoin millionaire journey. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to go into some other stuff whenever I get finished with these USI Tech updates and try to figure out what's going on here, okay? So to start off today, I would like to bring you up to speed as to what's going on if you are brand new and just trying to figure out, hey, what is going on with the US and Canada and USI Tech, and it's actually starting to spill over and affect a lot of other people as well. So let me start at the start and tell you, give you kind of a timeline of what's happened up to this point, and we'll try to make sense of all this together, okay? So on January the 5th, we had this notice pop up in our dashboard, which was unfortunately the next day after I had just invested $2,200 into these BTC packages that USI Tech has. And basically what this notice says is, hey, we're not doing business with the US and Canada anymore. We had some people that went out and promoted it the wrong way. We had some people that also created a bunch of accounts and tried to game the system. So we're going to try to figure out what's going on, and it's going to take us a couple of weeks to do the investigation. So as you can see here, it'll be straightened out within the next 2 weeks. Of course, that was almost 3 weeks ago now. So here we go with this notice here that is very annoying because it pops up every time you go to your dashboard. But we've got that notice there. That's just a bunch of bull hockey, if you ask me. And then they came out with this notice here. And in this notice, it's even more vague and confusing. And you can go back and watch my updates for my explanation on all of these notices. I've done, I think this is the fourth USI Tech update I've done to this point. I haven't been keeping up as well because I was one of the victims of the zombie flu this year. So I've been trying to recover from that flu that everybody's been getting. It's been a very dangerous flu season for a lot of people. So I'm going to attempt to play catch up, and I'm trying to open this notice here so you can see it right now, but apparently it's not going to open, or it's going to take forever, or something's going on. So anyway, this notice right here, which was even more vague and confusing than the first notice, if you ask me, because it really didn't give any more new information. It didn't really tell, hey, if it's affecting the customers or the distributors or who's being affected by this thing. But apparently everybody in the U.S. and Canada, as well as other countries, are being affected. So there's that notice. It's not going to pop up apparently, and I don't want to lose my dashboard, because right before I did this video, I actually got a 500 internal server errors, so their website was down, and I was like, well, that's a bummer, because now I'm not going to get to log on here and show everybody what's going on firsthand. So I'm lucky enough to be able to hit this dashboard, so I'm not going to try to load this notice. But like I said, you can go back, look at some of my other videos, and you'll be able to see this notice and where I go through it and all that good stuff, okay? And so then after that, they came in and they removed our available balance and our wallets, okay? No explanation has been given the whole time before a change takes place. They don't come on and say, hey, you know what, guys? We're going to remove your wallets and we're going to remove your available balance. We're not going to give you any kind of clue as to how much Bitcoin you actually have in your account. We're not going to allow you to withdraw anything. We're not going to allow you to do crap on our site, because that's just how we are. And so they make these changes here with no notice ahead of time. And then, so last Monday, they took away this of our balances. And then on Tuesday, they finally came out with a notice because everybody's all panicked and stuff. And they said, hey, well, within 48 hours, we'll have your available balance and all that back. This is just frozen. It says all balances are saved and will be soon be available again with separation and commissions earned and return BTC packages. This will happen within 48 hours. Now, like I said, that was last Tuesday, so almost a week has gone by. So I'm not sure how long they really think 48 hours is, but their 48-hour deadline has expired. About yeah, 4 or 5 days ago. So a couple of days ago, they put up this current commission balance and current return on BTC balance, and no numbers whatsoever. It's not clickable at all. And so there's that, I guess. A lot of help that does. And a lot of people are saying, well, on the plus side, Jeff, they are still paying out on the BTC packages, and that's a bunch of baloney. Like I said in my last update, this is just numbers on a computer screen, okay? These numbers mean absolutely nothing except for, hey, maybe if we do decide to pay you, and maybe this is not all a big scam and a Ponzi scheme like people tried to warn you before you bought these BTC packages, then we'll pay out these numbers on this computer screen. And until then, these numbers mean absolutely nothing. And actually, the numbers have been a lot lower in percentage returned here lately, and I'm not sure what's going on with that either. But there have been a couple of days where the percentage return was around 0.65%. And me personally, I have never had a day that's been over 0.85 or something like that ever since any of this has gone on. Or actually, ever since I've started with USI Tech, I've never gotten anything close to a 1% return on a daily basis. So what I've heard though is that they've changed the terms and conditions, which I can't even locate on their site anymore, but they've changed the terms and condition, and used to, in the old terms and conditions, it said we will pay out between 0.75 and 1.25% on a daily basis, and that has absolutely been false. Okay, so that is what I know about USI Tech as of right now. I know that a lot of stuff is screwed up. They've taken away available balances. I think they don't want people to have screenshots of their accounts. They don't want people to be able to prove how much Bitcoin they've actually got. And like I said, I can't even really click and go to anything because you can see that every time I try to click something, then it just loads and you get this spinny wheel time here on the browser, and it never really goes anywhere. So a lot of people are saying, well, maybe they're just making adjustments to the website and all that good stuff. But I think really they're just trying to screw us even further. And, absolutely no announcements and changes except for the big promoters in USI Tech are trying to keep everybody calm, and with good reason. The reason I think that they're trying to keep everybody calm is because they are so heavily invested in the USI Tech ICO, USI Tech coin or something like that. People have $60,000 tied up in the diamond packages. They have 30,000 tied up in other packages and stuff like that. And so they're trying to be like, hey guys, just stay calm. I know something you don't know. USI Tech is going to definitely pay us. And that's a load of bullshit if you ask me, because these people know absolutely no more than what we know. And they're coming out trying to keep us calm. And I'm not calm, for one, because I've got about $2,500 altogether tied up in USI Tech, and while that's not a ton of money, it is still a sizable investment that I would like to recover, right? And USI Tech could just come out and say, hey guys, here's your Bitcoin back. We're not going to be able to do business in US and Canada, but we are an up and up company. Here's your Bitcoin back. Sorry things didn't work out. But instead, they're acting like a trashy ex-girlfriend and taking all your stuff and going, right? So that's what I know right now. And like I said, I don't know any more than these leaders that are trying to keep everybody calm and say, hey guys, everything's going to be just fine. Just, you got to have some patience with these things, and you've got to just hang in there, guys. Just hang in there. What a bunch of crap, man. These people are just trying to smooth things over the best they can because they've recruited, tens and thousands of people into this USI Tech, and they don't want to look like a big asshole. But in fact, that's exactly what they're doing while they're not trying to do it. So In my opinion, all these updates coming out from these big promoters are just some way to try to keep people calm. But if you're anything like me, you're not calm right now. You're kind of pissed off. You just want this thing to be resolved, and you would love to get some kind of communication from USI Tech, who seems to be hiding behind their legal team. And at this point, I'm not even sure what kind of legal team they have because if they had some kind of legal team that was, business savvy or whatever, they would know that all they're doing is making people panic every single day, that nothing's being done. And with every change that comes unannounced, people are getting more and more panicked about what's going to happen with their investments. And like I said, I have a very small investment in USI Tech. Some people have $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 tied up in USI Tech. So I'm not acting like my investments more important than these people, because if I had that much money right now, I would probably hop on a plane and fly to wherever these people are and try to find out face to face what's going on and why we're not being updated, why the communication sucks and all that stuff. So that's what I know about USI Tech right now. I hope this update somewhat helps, but really I just want to get a conversation going with what's going on with USI Tech. What's your speculation on this whole thing? What is your thoughts and opinions on what's going on with USI Tech? I would love to get your feedback in the comments section, and let's just try to keep this thing constructive. Let's try to put our heads together and figure out what you think is going to happen. And of course, it's going to be total speculation either which way it goes. This video is highly speculative, and I'm really just giving the facts of the announcements that have been made, even though they're extremely late and way after the changes are taking place. And USI Tech is not keeping their word. It's been past the 2-week deadline. It's been past the 48-hour deadline. And this is more and more looking like it's a scam and a Ponzi scheme by the day. Okay? So give me your feedback in the comments section. Like I said, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get a conversation rolling. Let's build a good community of people who actually want to be millionaires by investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Okay. All right. So that is it for this update. In my next video, I plan on going into my altcoin portfolio, where I'm using altcoins to stack up Bitcoin. So I'm doing some short-term investments in several different altcoins, and I want to talk about those. And I'll probably do some individual videos on the specific altcoins that I'm invested in as well. Okay. So I will see you in the next update. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you later. Thanks so much.